You scroll through Facebook, you post on Instagram, you watch videos, like content, send messages, all for free. But here's the real question. If these apps are free, who's actually paying? The answer is you. With your data, your attention, your behavior. Every click, every like, every second you spend is monetized by platforms you don't control. They own the apps, they own the rules, and they capture almost all the value. Before we continue, hit like and subscribe if you want to understand where the internet and money is really going. This brings us to a bigger idea. What if apps didn't belong to corporations? What if users and builders actually own the platforms they use every day? This is where Ethereum comes in. Ethereum is not just a cryptocurrency. It's a global, decentralized platform for applications. Think of it as the foundation layer for the next version of the internet, where apps run without a central owner, without gatekeepers, and without permission. Instead of Facebook owning the platform, imagine apps owned by code. Instead of banks controlling access, imagine open financial tools available to anyone with an internet connection. These applications are called Decentralized Apps, or dApps, and they run on Ethereum. Once deployed, dApps can't be censored, shut down, or arbitrarily changed by a company. They are transparent, open source, and accessible to anyone. On Ethereum, people can lend and borrow money, trade assets, play games, create digital art, manage identities, run entire organizations, and send value globally without banks, brokers, or tech giants in the middle. This is the world of DeFi, NFTs, DAOs, and Web3, and Ethereum is where it all started. To most people, Ethereum still feels complicated: wallets, gas fees, unfamiliar terms. But complexity is normal in the early stages of any new technology. Most people didn't understand the internet in the 1990s either. They just used email and websites. The data tells a clear story. Ethereum has become the settlement layer for the largest decentralized economy ever created. Hundreds of billions of dollars flow through its applications. Thousands of developers build on it. Millions of users interact with it every day, often without even realizing Ethereum is running in the background. Ethereum's true power shows up where traditional systems fall short. A developer in any country can launch an app to a global audience without asking a bank or investor for permission. Someone without access to financial services can still save, earn, trade, and transact using only a smartphone. Ethereum removes gatekeepers. The key innovation behind all of this is programmability. Bitcoin is digital money. Ethereum is programmable money. Through smart contracts, money can follow rules, execute agreements automatically, and interact with other applications. Trust shifts away from institutions and into transparent, verifiable code. At the center of Ethereum is Ether, or ETH. ETH isn't just an investment asset, it's fuel. Every transaction, every app interaction, every smart contract on Ethereum requires ETH to run. As more apps are built and more users join, ETH becomes increasingly essential to the system. And here's the economic insight many people miss. Ethereum no longer has unlimited inflation. Network upgrades have reduced new issuance, and a portion of transaction fees is permanently destroyed. In certain periods, Ethereum even becomes deflationary. More usage, less supply. Now, a necessary reality check. Ethereum is still evolving. It's scaling in real time, and the price can be volatile in the short term. Progress isn't always smooth. But when you zoom out, what you see is a network steadily becoming the backbone for a new digital economy. No financial advice. Ethereum is an asymmetric bet on the future of applications, finance, and digital ownership. If it fails, the downside is limited. If it succeeds, you're holding a piece of the infrastructure powering the next version of the internet. Start learning.